I'm in a space where hurdle, hardship, opposition, problem, or issue is the lighter fluid and fire fuel that's guiding the missile to that top position and mission I've been trying to get to, but see, trying is not an option. When your grind is official, please, to start winning, stop whining, start living, stop dying, start doing, stop trying, start doing, stop trying, start doing, stop trying, please.
Welcome back to the Spotterverse. Word for the day. In the end, it'll be okay. If it's not okay, then it's not the end.
That's dope.
Welcome y'all here to the Spotters. I am Boardwalk Brown.
I go by the name LG. Shot stimuli is what they call me sometimes.
And you know, we take these times and these moments, you know, after a nice little workout, we like to take these times and sit down and, you know, just chop it up a little bit, get some things off your chest, maybe some deep thoughts, maybe some things that you're just, you know, wondering what's going on in the world and things like that. So,
Yeah.
you know, I was just thinking recently, I'm like, you know, after you get to a certain age, there's like at least I feel like there's a certain age limit for when you can do shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, after a certain age, you probably shouldn't be doing X, Y, Z. Mm-hmm. Or before a certain age, you probably should not be doing X, Y, Z. So today, I want to talk about putting a cap on the club. I want to put an age limit on the club today.
Okay.
I feel like, and not only just an age limit on the club, but where you do birthday party, where you do birthday celebrations. Birthday celebrations in the club after 40 are not acceptable. I'm just sorry. This is just how I feel.
Okay. Go ahead.
I get a section.
Yep.
I get, you know, maybe y'all just wanted to, you know, get a booth, whatever you want to have. But once you get to like 42, 43, cigar lounges, dinners, maybe a little lounge area, a little soft, quiet lounge.
That was my question, lounge versus club. But go ahead.
Lounges work.
Okay.
What if you rent out a club?
That's different.
Okay.
Renting out a club, completely different.
Yeah, that's different. Okay.
Absolutely. Renting out a space in itself is always acceptable.
Yeah.
Because you have the space for yourself.
So you're talking about just the
I'm just talking
normal
about
Saturdays.
I'm talking about Saturday night. We going wherever we go, whatever. I don't
even know the names anymore.
I don't know.
I don't know the
We're
club.
going to Rain or whatever's hot right now. I don't know what's hot.
Damn.
And I'm 42 and it's my birthday. And I want to throw a party in the club. No. I just feel like this is where I'm at. I feel like at that stage of life, whether it's a stable career or a stable job that you've been in for a certain amount of time, a stable living situation, whatever that is, I feel like at that age, club energy should not be what you're looking for.
So we both looked up to this guy. You go first.
Yeah, that's just me.
I say this, right? I don't like to generalize.
Okay.
I don't like to speak in absolutes. I will say, and this is my opinion, if you're single and the people that you hang out with or spend a lot of time with are single as well, and they go into the club at 40, at 45, at 48, whatever it is, I don't have a problem with you doing that, especially if you're going to the club that has those that age group. So it's not like you're going to party with a bunch of 20-year-olds.
Well, you know, the club doesn't really have an age range. Like
once
the
you
club,
in,
once you're in, you're in.
I know what you're saying.
I get what you're saying.
Like a shadow.
Right, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I think somebody that's single has a different mind frame. They're looking for the next one. Or,
You're right.
you know what I
Gotcha.
mean?
True. That's true.
Whereas somebody like us, we're married, we got children, we're taking care of home. We're not thinking about the club. We're thinking about fixing this thing in the house, buying this new furniture thing,
True.
updating your bathroom. So our differences are, it's a big difference.
But even from that aspect, I won't even put it in that simple of terms. I'll just say, I'm just thinking like at, let's say 40.
Okay.
At 40 years old, do you really want to be online, waiting to get in the club, doing all of this? Like, and again, this is not casting aspersions on nobody. Like I'm not throwing shame on
People
nobody.
rolling in their grave, right?
Yeah, I'm not throwing shame on nobody, but I'm just thinking of just me.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is not me being married. This is not me being single. This is not none of that.
Yeah.
This is just me as a person at 40 or beyond. I just can't see myself waiting outside online to get in a club, to go and have drinks and sweat and do it. Like I just can't.
So you know what that means, right? Everybody that watches this show, the Spotters, if you happen to see this handsome young man in the club, I want you to and send it over to us so we can rewind this and insert the picture there, okay?
Man, listen, man.
Is this you leaving the city of New York where we have friends that have birthday parties every year? They have their flyers made up. They've been doing it since the 20s. And in their 50s, they're not going to stop having the party at the club. Like, this is an annual thing for some people.
So now here's my question. Who do you invite to these events at 50? Because the most of your 50-year-old friends, unless they're single and or whatever you are, they're home.
Well, I think you change the atmosphere, like you make it more upscale. This is just what I would do. I would make it more upscale.
I'm being specific to club. Like I'm just talking.
Yeah,
club.
I mean they still
Like
going to the club.
lounge is like you can do a lounge. Lounge is fine.
They still going to the club.
Nah, I can't.
DJ Self still spinning. Like it's the same party.
Flex too. Greg Street. Everybody
still spinning. It's just.
A lot of celebrities as well have their birthday parties at such and such club.
Yeah, but that's
a
different.
little different too.
That's a little different.
Because it's promo.
Because they probably tired of being in the house. Like they want to get out and do something anyway.
Okay.
And more times than not, they either buy the spot out or they'll have a completely roped off section where they'll just be in a fishbowl.
Right.
But
you talking about the atmosphere.
I'm just thinking about. Okay.
You talking about last what was that, last summer when we went to Rum Punch Brunch?
I mean,
what was that One Punch Brunch? Oh, that was
that was
at the Tabernacle place.
Yeah. But even that.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay, talk about it.
To me, that's a club.
Yeah, it was a club.
No.
It was a daytime club.
It was a daytime club, but still, I'm just, like the line, I was annoyed by the lines.
Yep.
You get inside, everybody's standing around looking cool.
But to his point, if we were single in that spot, everything looks different. I was goal-oriented when I went out. It was either I was promoting myself for music or I was looking for somebody to spend some time with.
Okay, so look, you're goal-oriented, right?
Yeah.
Would you have gone if we weren't invited? Like, was that just a random Saturday thing that you could have done and just been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Rum Punch this weekend?
To that thing?
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Like,
we stood outside and talked for more than an hour.
This is what I'm saying.
We stood outside where the music was not as loud and it was a little cooler, and we talked and we put bets for the game later on.
So what does that tell you?
But I'll give you pushback there.
Okay.
Now let's say God forbid, but all three of us are single and we get invited to go to this thing, and we go to this club, and there was a lot of women in there.
Yes,
we're single. We're looking for women, whether it be for the night, whether it be for something that's gonna last. Our approach to the whole going is different. Our look is different.
Look is different. Feel is different.
But
excitement is different.
But
and I don't care
even at this age,
single.
Well,
single, yeah. Because even if, like he said, if I'm going for a good time, there are women there that are looking for whatever.
I'm here
what I'm saying?
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah. But now at this age, you have the knowledge. So some of those guys, even whether they married, single or not, because I know some that was in here, right? And they got the gift now. They know what to say. Listen. They know how to buy the drink. They know how to, you know what I mean? It's very different when you was 20-something and you was fumbling, and I seen a young dude try to bag a chick and he pulled out a stack of money. I was and we sit here watching the play like, Jesus. I wish I could coach this young man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yes, the single men of our age are out there eating. They fishing. they rolling up on them.
Yeah.
Jerome in that bitch. Like,
Yeah, man.
what you need, young girl? What you need?
You can get young girl out the cigar lounge, man. You ain't got to be up in club.
You're right.
Latin
You're
quarter.
right. You're right. You're right.
But in the cigar lounge, you ain't gonna see nipple slips and lower back tattoos. And,
Well, you might. Listen, man. Listen.
There's more women in the club than it would be in a cigar.
and
I don't agree.
In that club that we went to?
Oh yeah, it's easier.
Oh yeah, that club, yeah.
It's
And that club
easier.
we went to, yeah.
3 floors.
But listen,
floors.
let me tell you something. I've been in the city of Atlanta for a long time.
Yeah.
The club ain't with it yet. But that's another story. I'm just saying, at this age,
Yeah.
or again, I just feel like you get your milestone birthdays, 21, 30, 35, 40, like you get your
Yeah.
milestone birthdays,
Yeah.
that's, you party.
Yep.
I feel like it's reasonable to throw a party at the club on your 30th birthday.
Yep.
I feel it's reasonable to throw a party at the club on your 35th birthday.
Yep.
I feel like 40, if that's it, that got to be the last one. You can't do your 42nd and your 45th and your 50th at a club. No.
Well, I mean, that's subjective because I do know certain people who've had a lot of death throughout their life from parents and all of those things. And every year they take their birthday extremely serious and they want to celebrate life.
Yeah.
So this depends. I don't think it's a blanket.
But
I think most
and
most.
yeah, we're gonna make this like a majority situation.
Okay.
Like I'm just saying from the aspect of when you have those certain scenarios when there's a reason why people party the way they do, that's different. Like there's a underlying reason for why they party like that. I'm just saying for the average normal
Yeah.
40, 43, 47-year-old.
I think what you're saying is one, your circle shrinks. So
That's
you
one.
want to be around the people that mean the most to you at those
And
ages.
that's what I'm saying. Who wants to be at 45? At that, if your circle is big at 45, that's a problem in itself. Because like at 45, if you still hanging and doing all kind of shit with 40 people, I don't know too many people that have 40 friends. Like 40 real close, I can count on. You know what I mean? You might know 40 people. You might have 40 associates. You might have 35 people that you associate with, and then you got 5 that's in your circle.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like when you have those type of setups, like, and I want to kind of bring it back and kind of make it specific to birthday celebrations.
Okay.
Because partying is party.
Right.
I want to make this kind of specific to birthday celebrations. So that's kind of where I probably should have started there. But I feel like with a circle, when it shrinks and when your circle is that small, there's no reason for y'all to go to a club. Y'all can rent out a space. Y'all can, and again, I'm not opposed to a section. Get a section, so you ain't got to worry about no line. You ain't got to worry about all that other shit. You do like I said, cigar bar, whatever the case may be. Even if you want to throw something at the crib, have a chef come through or something like that. I just feel like in whatever lifestyle it is, single, married, whatever the case may be, birthday celebrations after 40, nah. In the club, no. Yeah, I'm sorry. Listen.
Go 40.
I ain't-
It's your birthday. You want to party like it's your birthday.
Go 40. Yeah, there's a 40. I feel like 40 is the absolute cutoff for parties in the club. I'm sorry.
Well, I see flyers on Facebook.
I see flyers
Frequently.
rather frequently.
50th birthday party.
No, at the tunnel. Like what?
Ain't no tunnel.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Like you have your 50th birthday party at fucking Grimaldi's or something. Like what?
What about the strip club? Is that all right?
Well, I don't know how much of a party you could create in a strip club. Like you can.
It's a show.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, because that's more of a show. That's less of. Like it's not about you. That's you just having a good time. Really. That's.
Yeah, trying to take some.
It's about it's the shoe show.
So there's other ways, a lot other ways to have celebrations other than going to the club.
That's the only
There's a
point.
bunch of other different ways.
That's the only point I'm trying to make. You see these people like on couches with bottles in the club on Instagram and Facebook. And
Yeah.
they're people are well into their 40s, pushing 50.
What does that say? What's the underlying theme to that? If somebody is still in that life.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's an underlying tone to it. I just think that's what they're choosing to do.
I think it's learned behavior though. I think if you've seen people older than you do it and you had a great time, you're gonna want to do it. I think if we're not a monolith, everybody's gonna want to do their own separate shit.
Right.
But if you've seen things happen and you've seen things become successful, you've seen a great time. You know what? He just had his 50th. I'm gonna have my 50th I'm gonna have a setting just like this when I turn 50.
Right.
So I think it's learned behavior.
Or if you've just been doing it. If you're a party promoter in New
Especially
York,
if you're a
Especially if you're a party promoter.
if you've been doing it.
And that's a situation where you're a party promoter, your circle is a little bigger. Because everybody knows you. Everybody that comes to your parties, everybody that's, trying to stay on your line, so when you got to get them in, it's like, that's a little different. So your circle's a little bigger.
Right.
And not necessarily your circle's a little bigger, but you know quite a few more people.
Yeah.
So that's a little different. It makes sense to have your party in the club when you're a party promoter.
Or an artist.
Exactly. Because you got to accommodate more people. When you're a regular 9 to 5 Joe and your 47th birthday, you want to pop out to speed. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to pop out to One Oak. One Oak is different. That's different. But yeah, you know what I mean? You want to pop out to a club at 47 and it's 4 y'all. Right. What y'all gonna do? Yeah, again, I'm fine with a section. I'm fine with buying out a spot. I'm fine with a lounge. I'm fine with dinner. I'm fine with shit, even buying out a restaurant for dinner. Like, I'm fine with that.
Even a chef, getting a chef to come by.
Even having a chef come by the crib, having a bunch of people over, having a vibe at the crib, playing, like, whatever that is.
Shout out to Chef Joe. Shout out to Malice.
Oh, word. Shout out to Chef Joe.
Chef Joe Malice.
Absolutely. Malice, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
I get it, man. I get it.
Chef Ramsay, sorry. He goes by Chef Ramsay.
I don't. I do think we've been removed from a certain lifestyle, and we're comfortable with it. I don't think everyone is comfortable with where they are. I don't think that means that they're not comfortable, that they want to hang out and party, but it's just a different lifestyle. It's totally a different thing, I look at travel parties more than anything. Like I would love to, if I'm out of the country, out of town, that's just a different atmosphere to experience different clubs and things like that. But here, like just giving that example of when we were out, it just wasn't conducive to how we hang and communicate and music's dope. I into the music, cool. But after a while, it's like I want a seat.
Yeah,
I want comfort.
I'm not want to smoke.
Yeah, I'm not trying to take anybody home. So not that I can't still have a conversation with someone from the opposite sex, but it's a different energy. You know what I'm saying? I would be super excited if I'm out here hungry and gung ho trying to bag something or meet somebody special. It's just different. So I get what you're saying,
but I will say this: the perfect birthday for me is what just happened a couple weeks ago.
That was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? We literally went to a show, watched one of my favorite bands perform.
Shout out Grits and Jelly Butter.
Grits and Jelly Butter. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And then we went to Cigar Bar.
Yep.
Cigar Lounge. And was chilling with our wives.
Yeah.
And one of my neighbors. 2 of my neighbors, actually. And then the next day, just coming to the house. A lot of food, a lot of drinks. We played games. You know what I'm saying?
That was dope.
That was just dope, yo. That's perfect for me. The only other perfect thing would be us traveling away somewhere.
Doing the same thing in another country. Yeah.
I'm good. That's it. I'm good.
And I guess when you get to this stage, it kind of simplifies things.
Yeah.
And I guess it kind of goes to our conversation from a prior time when we would talk about, we understand the importance of time now.
Oh yeah.
So having that understanding and like, okay, do I want to spend 2 hours in traffic to spend 3 hours at a club listening to music that I probably don't want to hear, when I could just spend that same 5 hours right here with my family, drink, have fun, enjoy myself. And how this topic came up was, I literally just saw somebody celebrate their 56th birthday, but they didn't do it in the club.
Okay.
They did it in a project lobby. And when I paid a little closer attention, I found out I knew the person. And they had like the lobby decorated. They had like a photo wall and everything. Like it was a whole party, like a speaker. It was a party in a project building lobby. So that's why I was like, okay, at what point is the vibe not important at all? Like is let's celebrate health at this point because you're 56 and you're drinking a bottle of alcohol in the lobby celebrating your birthday.
You could have led with that.
No. I wanted to hold that for the back end, just to,
Hold on. I got a question. Well, we ask, we don't judge.
Yeah, we ask and we don't judge.
So now, when you say they had decorations up on the wall, music,
Yeah.
So it was a party in the hallway.
No, in the
The
lobby.
lobby.
In
So
the lobby.
he's
Yeah.
been there
In the
for
lobby.
mad years. Like he's well known in the
This is
community.
building.
So I will say, playing angel's advocate. I don't want to use that D word. Playing angel's advocate. If they had a better economic status, that would be a totally different situation. I think they're making the best out of their situation.
I can go with that.
Yeah, that's yeah. If he had the means to do it a different way, then he would do it a different way. But the people that live around him, that surround him, that want to show love,
I guess my question would be, why do anything?
you celebrate life.
If that's what you have to do.
I mean, listen, there's some people that have made it out of cancer situations,
Yeah,
all type of life
absolutely.
situations. They just happy to be here. Another
Absolutely.
year, you celebrating, returning up.
I absolutely agree in those
So
situations.
I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge. My immediate reaction was, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, listen.
I'm not gonna judge.
It was painful to watch, like to just watch the whole celebrate, like the video, but then seeing the person, I was like, yo, this is, and I was like, nah, this can't be. Like I knew he was older than me, but I didn't know he was 56. But like to go all out to like decorate the wall with like wallpaper and like happy birthday.
No, you know he didn't do it. You know, a wife or a girlfriend or somebody, the aunt, somebody in 4E, somebody else did that shit.
Whoever did this shit go to jail, because this is not y'all building. And this was like, this is not.
Why didn't they use the building clubhouse? That the building doesn't have a clubhouse? You know, like
The one in the front of the building, outside, the little playground clubhouse.
no,
that Kate built?
like apartments out here have like a clubhouse. We had
Apartments
Zaya's
here
baby shower.
at a apartment clubhouse, right?
Yeah,
Nah.
they don't have those.
Projects don't have clubhouses. Nah. Yeah. So unfortunately,
I'm done.
well, they call it NYCHA now, but I used to call it New York City Housing Authority, but. Yeah, they don't have clubhouses in project buildings, so unfortunately, they had to just use the available lobby. And
Well, I'll say this again. Nope, angel's advocate, right?
Yeah. Come on, man.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Man, there's nothing wrong with what's happening,
Black
man.
people are very
Resilient,
resilient.
That's right.
You give
That's
us
right.
bullshit food, we turn around and season that bitch up and make it good. Back in the days. So if you're giving to projects and you don't have any other opportunities that are present, and you decide to say, I'm gonna make the best of this opportunity.
Yeah.
They want to show me love. They want to show me love on my birthday.
Right.
Fuck it. We ain't got no other place to go. I ain't got no money to rent no club or no bar
Right.
or no lounge. We gonna celebrate my shit anyway. Fuck it.
do you not have a place to stay?
But the lobby seated more people,
Well, yeah, there was much more room.
more room and more space.
But that's a good point. Yeah, that's all right. I didn't even think about that. You couldn't have it in your
Could
apartment.
invite them over to your apartment and
Yeah.
y'all could really turn up,
Yeah.
Nah, but this is more of a public thing. So if somebody's coming to the building just to visit somebody, now you at the party, you in the club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to walk through the club line.
Yeah, that's-
yeah.
I don't
Suppose.
know. If I was him, I would be hyped because that's like they celebrate me in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big deal. At 56,
Damn.
We in the building. Y'all are not.
yeah. This is great.
That's a dope topic. Shit.
Damn.
Yeah,
I feel judgy, man. I'm sorry.
It's not. Listen, no.
I feel judgy. I'm sorry. I have to. I'm sorry.
I don't think it's being judgy. It's just there should be some sort of
Decorum.
baseline decorum, or again, different scenarios, different situations call for different happenings. But again, I feel like celebrating life is one thing. Wanting to have 1,000 people celebrate life with you and then you'll be mad that people don't come is, I mean, you're 45. That means your friend circle is probably 45, but they're 45 and they have other things to do. So when they don't come to your party, now you're mad. Oh, they ain't coming to my party. You know what I mean?
So if you was still in the projects and you got that invite, you not going?
Nah, it was far. I would have had to drive. It was across the bridge. It would have took me like 6 minutes to drive. I wouldn't have. And plus, I don't know how cold it was. I don't know if snow was still out or whatever. So, I don't know. I probably...
What I heard him say is next time, your next birthday, I'll at him. He gonna take care and put you up in the finest.
Yeah.
Bring your finest threads.
Where your finest threads? Yeah, I mean, listen, man. Maybe do it in the house next time. That's all.
Boy. Thank y'all for being here.
Yeah, we just thank y'all for tuning in and felt like that was something I needed to address. I just feel like, you know, everything don't have to be a vibe sometimes. Sometimes you just got to cool out and enjoy it, you know, sit down, have you some wine, read a book or something, and just...
But lastly, I will say this. If you were younger and you missed out
on that party?
On those days, because you was locked up or you had, you know,
Nah,
kids
he wasn't
early. I'm saying other
boy.
people. If you have kids early with certain responsibilities, you in school, you might have been in medical school, you know, certain things. I've seen people that just, in their later years, is like, all right, now it's time to do the things I couldn't do.
I get that.
And that's different. So I get that and I understand it. But I also, you know, I see your point if you're not there.
Yeah, if you're not there, why celebrate it?
Your kids are older. So I guess that just negates my point.
I think two things can be right.
You got kids in
I think
college.
that's simply what it is.
I mean, you know.
From your perspective right now, you know.
I know what I would do. But in that scenario, who knows what I would do.
Right, correct.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting. And if you right now, in line, over 40, we're not judging. We listen.
And if today's your birthday, he said, have yourself a party. Go to the club, do whatever you want to do.
Just don't do it in the club.
Go 40.
Go to the lounge.
Birthday. Go party like it's your birthday.
Over 40, it's not your birthday.
Thank you for coming to the Spotterverse. Thank you for subscribing.
Appreciate y'all.
Blessings.
Welcome to the Spotterverse.
Start doing, stop trying. Start doing, stop trying. Please.